What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name is Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellania. It's Tuesday night. Hope everybody is doing well. Let me get my tools out of the way. First and foremost, and hello to anybody who is joining in the chat. I will say hello as people start popping in. I've got my pen here. Ooh, let me fix my light so you can see it a little better. There we go. My pen from Diamond Pen Pal. This one is Satura. I love this thing. It's one of their chubby variety pens. It doesn't have the roll stop on it, which is just fine. I like it without the roll stop personally. I have in my single placer, I will be using Ghost from Diamond Painting Daily. Hi, Patty. And then in my multi-placer, I'm trying to pick. I'm either going to use my like DAC Sparkle Sticky Putty that I had, or some Earth Glow Dot Dot Putty from Butterfly Effect Wares. I'll pick between those in just a minute. I've got a beautiful tray here from Flawa Designs. This beauty Raicha and a matching pen. I have a matching tray for it too, actually. I'll show that to you. This whole set was for Mary Morales last year. There's a pen, which is actually made of plastic. It's not like resin. A little matching tray. I love this thing. I love the little angle here so that the diamonds pour right out. And then, yeah, the beautiful trinket tray. Love it. Absolutely love it. But I'm going to set these over to the side here. And then I am using a tray from Firefly. This is the Switch Mini Max from Firefly. It has a removable lid, which I always do, a removable trash tray, which I always take out, and then an open and close pour spout, and then this little hole in the top so you can put your diamond painting pen in it and it won't roll away on you. Oh, fancy stuff. The diamond painting that I will be working on tonight is Sometimes from Color Out of Place. This one is a 104 centimeters by 69.9 centimeters in square. Look at that. I'm like right in this area somewhere. Gorgeousness. And hello to everybody joining in the chat. Hi, Stacy. Hello, Brenda. Hello, DM. Hi, Allison. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Cool Cat Connie. I think you're probably a first timer or I don't recognize the name. So welcome. Hi, Sue Jin. Hello, Missy D. Hi, Shelby. And hi, Rowan. Hello, Glory and Wallflower. Welcome, guys. How are you guys doing? What's your Tuesday night looking like for you? Excuse me. I am just enjoying this piece a whole lot. I honestly thought that upper corner, I'll show you, that the upper left corner on it was going to be like really, really darkness, like black even. And it's really just dark blue, and it's lighter than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if I can, excuse me, if I can actually show you or not. I'll scoot you this way a little bit. So sorry, I don't want to make you nauseous. But it actually is not as dark as you think it is. Darkest color is 939, and that works out okay. I mean, it looks pretty dark in the camera, but that's actually not black. There's no black in this piece at all, which I appreciate more than you know. Anyway, let me get the bag over here again. Yes, you're new. Well, welcome, Connie. Welcome to the channel. Tuesday nights, we get together on Tuesdays and Saturdays. I do a live stream, and Tuesdays usually we'll do trivia or some sort of Q&A situation. Saturdays is usually just like regular hangout sort of situation. Sometimes I do quizzes on there too, but just kind of depends on what people are in the mood for. And if people are feeling like doing quizzes or if people are feeling like just chatting, whatever works. I'm like very flexible with that. But more or less we just chat about diamond painting, we work on our whips and have a good time. And I try not to sound like an idiot when I can. That's usually unavoidable though. Anyways, so tell me, guys, what are your whips tonight? What's going on? What do you have on your tables? Let me plug in my phone too, just while I'm at it. Pardon me while I jiggle things a little bit. There we go. Be back just a touch. There we go. That's perfect. Um, yeah, I got sometimes from Wallflower. There will be an unboxing on my channel very soon for this. And I decided I love it and I want to work on it immediately. So that's what I did. I kitted it up, and oddly enough, the Art Dot drawer system, these drawers, it was a literal perfect fit to put 96 colors in. Like, it fit exactly right. And it seemed serendipitous. So we went with the Art Dot containers for storage. Something, there we go. Like, something is underneath it. I don't know what's happening. Hocus Pocus Gnomes in Focus. Oh, wow, all of that. Hello, Nori. Welcome, welcome. That's Princess 96N. Hi, Tanis. Hi, Sujin. I think I said Sujin, but I'm saying hello again. Switching to Ocean Butt. Ooh, gotta get that Yume going. I'm still working on Dreaming with Wolves. That's still a work in progress. But I've been really enjoying this one. So this is what I've been hammering away on the last few days. Ocean Butt, for those who are not aware, is Ocean Hat by Yume, but she's got quite a round booty in that one. Working on Noctium by Ennis, not Anus Guerrero. Continuing Luminel, probably forever at this rate. Oh no. Hi, Jamie. Welcome. Working on a winter scene castle. Couldn't tell you what or who it's from. Just something I found on Amazon. I'm new at Diamond Dot. I call it, oh, you call it Diamond Dotting. I've been at it, oh, going on 6 hours. Well, welcome. You know what? You've probably found your new addiction, whatever your old addiction was. So there's lots of companies that sell diamond art. And a lot of what you'll see on my channel is licensed stuff, meaning that they hire artists specifically and then render the work rather than it being computer generated, which is most of what you see on like Amazon, or I mean even Make Market a little bit, which is Michael's brand. To a certain extent is a lot of computer render, but it's all in what a person can afford, what you like working on, what sizes you like working on. No judgments here. As long as you're not doing stolen artwork, I don't really, you do what you do. Glory, still working on Freya and the Feathered Hedge Witch. Ooh, both will take till mid-October or a bit sooner. Okay. Jamie's still working on Books or Magic. Shelby's here, but helping to hold on to bun buns, meaning bunnies, not like butts. I mean, or you're holding on to butts. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. But yeah, so welcome, Cool Cat Connie. Hopefully you can learn some things. If you have any questions, literally at any time, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer any questions. Although if you go into the description on this video, at the very bottom of the description, there's a bunch of really handy videos to watch, like literally how to diamond paint, hacks that have changed my life as I've been I've been diamond painting like 5 or 6 years now. Lots of really handy tutorial videos, things like that, unboxings, post reviews, what have you. But if you have questions at any time, the people that are in the chat right now are lovely. And if I don't answer your question, there's a combined lots of years of experience in the chat. So do not be uh, nervous or embarrassed to ask any questions because all of us were new once. And I'm still, even to this day, even though I've been diamond painting for a long time, I learn new stuff all of the time. And it's funny how many different ways there are to get to the same place at the end. You know what I mean? Yes, it's a butt kind of day, Sujin. Still working on Lady in Black. Ooh, working on Rita Conia's Fox. It's a little Dax snack piece from Amazon. Hi, Stacy. Started it while spending a few days in the Dells. You were in the Dells? You were like an hour from my house. Like an hour and 15 minutes away from me. When you were in the Dells. In fact, depending on what way you took to get there, you might have driven like right through my city. Because my city, if you take I-3990, you have to drive through my city to get basically anywhere in Wisconsin. I got the Air Dot 12 canvas kits of animals. Oh, cute. So I don't have the animals one. I have the other, the first set that they did. I did think that the animals were really cute though. They are pretty darn cute. Pretty darn cute. But yeah, so anyways, if you, like I said, depending on what way you went, you probably drove right through my city to get there. Unless you were coming from north to south, in which case, no, then you wouldn't have. But I'm like 40 minutes south of Madison directly. What'd you do in the Dells? The last time that we went up there, Dustin and I like to make like a whole day out of mini golfing at Pirates Cove because the mini golf at Pirates Cove is like top notch. Although we go to the other one too that's like down the street from it, a little farm looking place. They have goats you can pet. We like that one just fine too. It's also less people. Forget what that one's called though. The other littler one. A lot of people go up there for water parks and things like that, or Mount Olympus, the little amusement park. I haven't been to Mount Olympus in years and years. But anyway, okay, so you guys, I grabbed another like list of favorite things, and I thought we could list off some more of our favorite things, although I will not be asking about favorite special drills this time. I don't know if anybody saw, but I put a picture in the Discord. I actually did end up putting bubbles in water just to see how they looked. They looked pretty much the same. You live north of La Crosse. Oh, okay. So you come down. That's fair. I love the Baraboo area. We are at Devil's Lake a lot, a whole lot. I love the there's a county park, not what am I trying to say here? Not brain fart. Parfrey's Glen. Not Parfrey's Glen, but there's a county park, just a little thing we really enjoyed. It's like a teeny tiny baby park, but we went in there with Beans and he liked laying in the stream. Love the Baraboo area. It's one of my favorite parts of Wisconsin, honestly. between there, like spring green. Eau Claire is gorgeous too, although I don't get up that far very often. We were just at Lion's Den off Lake Michigan, which is in Grafton. But I love our state. I think our state is absolutely beautiful. I think, no offense to any New Yorkers, but I think that we have better colors than New York in the fall, or at least to rival. Um, I think that I love the fact that we have all four seasons here, at least most of the time, except when we skip right from winter into summer, because that happens sometimes here, last few years at least. But I don't think I'll ever probably move away from Wisconsin just because I think it's one of the most beautiful states that I've been in. I think I need more of this color. I hope I have more of them. I don't remember if I had spares of this color or not. I'm gonna look. Gotta check. All right. Anyways, I got a list, like I said, of questions about your favorite things to do with diamond painting. And I figured we could ask those if you guys want me to do like some other kind of trivia or something. Let me know. I can look those up. Yeah, Wisconsin is beautiful in the fall, Stacy. I 100% agree. Like I said, I think our colors rival anything in upstate New York, but it's all over our state, like literally from the state line up. Okay, so favorites questions. I will go back up to the ones that I had from last time because I didn't finish asking all of them, but I'll ask some more too. Let's see. Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, for you guys too. And I'll give my answers and you let me know what your answers are. What's your favorite wow reaction someone's given you about your work? Like what's your favorite one to show off to people, or any like really surprise reactions from people? Hi Liana, welcome. So, I think the one that I like like the one where I showed it off to people and they were like, "Oh my gosh, that I love showing off, that I'm super, super, super proud of." Um, let me hold on. Let me look through my book really quick because that will help me jog some memories. Um, because there's a few that come to mind, but ooh, let's see. Okay, that's one for sure. Grand Canal and Basilica Venice is one of those ones that not only was I incredibly happy with the finish, but then just people's reactions to it. It was one of those ones that when I finished it, people were like, I gotta get that. I gotta get that on restock. And a bunch of people bought it on restock. And I felt like really cool about that. Um, what other one? Let's see. I mean, I'll always be happy with try to follow, but uh let's see. I especially like ones from small shops also, where I finish ones from small shops and people are like, "Oh my gosh." Eden Cove was also a really pleasant surprise. It's not something I would have picked for myself, so when they sent it to me for a sneak peek, I was like, I mean, I'll do it. I want to see what it's going to look like." And then people ended up buying that too. And I was very proud, very proud. You cross stitched for many. Oh, yeah. Oh, Connie, I was a cross stitcher. A lot of people come from cross stitch. Serena and Lizard Garden have been the most impressive. I would agree. I think Little Lizard Garden Like your finish of that definitely, uh, I mean, I wanted it anyway, but then seeing your finish, Jamie, I was like, need it. Solstice, Stacy. Yes, Solstice is a very good one. Um, I know Liana had a boo boo with some coloring on that, but she also has a finish of Solstice, and I bet Liana would agree that the end product is amazing. I really want, is it Lilith? She's green, and well, there's a nipple, but you know, whatever. Ladies have nipples. Um, I really want that one too. I just seem to not have money when they restock it or whatever, but that's one that I really badly want. Not the one where her like butt's in the water, but she's green. I think that's Lilith. You had to get Eden's Cove. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I was really pleasantly surprised. All right, Connie, we'll see you in a little bit. My favorite wow moment was on Barefoot Beach. We did special drills. Ooh, yeah. Barefoot Beach is a pretty one. Let's see. What's your favorite time of day to diamond paint? I am a late nights. I like to diamond paint usually when, you know, it's in the evening, everything's kind of cool, calm, collected in the house. Um, I like to, you know, turn something on like Hulu or Netflix or whatever. I'll put on a series of something that I've seen a million times so that I can just sort of listen. Sometimes it's YouTube videos. And I just go crazy, you know? But I'm a night diamond painter. That's when I like to diamond paint because that seems to be when it's the most just chill. Night owl too. Yeah, and then you stay up too late. I'm usually up until like 4 in the morning. I have Lilith that I got in a D stash. Ooh, lucky, lucky. Afternoon and night, evening, nighttime, evening. Yeah, I feel like it just seems like in the night hours, it's just when it's quiet in my house. And I don't really like I use like my phone when I'm watching things. So I'm not competing for the television. I'm not, you know, I'm not in anybody's way. Just put on some headphones and sit over here and do my thing. And my bird is just over there talking about I don't know what, making mouth sounds at this point about whatever the heck she's saying to herself. Oh, and then she stops. The minute I say something, that's when she stops doing it. I sound like I'm a crazy person. Whatever bird. Whatever bird. Anytime I can. I do some during late morning and then some in the evening. Nice. Yeah, honestly, I'll do it anytime, but evening is my favorite time. And I'm least bothered by things. All right, let's see here. What's your favorite drink and or snack while diamond painting? I don't tend to eat very often around my diamond paintings. I would rather like go and eat elsewhere just because I don't want crumbs or whatever on my diamond painting. Though, if I am eating some kind of a snack, it's probably something I can pour directly into my mouth, like, you know, a chip bag that I'll have open and then just pouring the chips into my mouth rather than touching it with my fingers. Because I don't want greasy fingers on my pens. It makes them too slippery to hold on to. My tried and true standby is always my Mountain Dew in a bottle because I don't I don't like to worry about things like falling over and dumping onto my diamond painting. Gummies. Usually don't eat while diamond painting. Yeah, I take breaks to eat, but I'll keep a bottle of soda nearby. I just don't want to I don't want to worry about open contents around them. I'm a massive klutz. And so the last thing that I want to do is dump something all over my diamond painting because it's bad enough when I do that with drills. I don't want to do it with a soda or coffee or anything like that. Cold can of Monster. Ooh, club soda flavored. Tea. What's your favorite kind of tea, Glory? Or are you not too picky, you just like tea? I'm a chai lady myself. I like chai, like a little spicy tea. And that's in actuality and also in gossip. I also like spicy tea. What all the spicy tea you got? I didn't miss any. All right, I think I'm good. I don't eat around my DP2, but I usually have a Mountain Dew Zero. All right. Hi, Peggy. Welcome. Keep a water bottle with a lid. Stacy's drinking some coffee. Okay, Stacy, are you a cream and sugar person? Because that's how I like my coffee. I want it to be like coffee flavored, but mostly like milk and sugar. You're in the South, gotta have sweet tea. That's fair. That's very fair. Um, what's your favorite TV show, podcast, or audiobook to listen to while working on your diamond painting? Um, it varies. Because I don't always watch the same things or listen to the same things or whatever. But oftentimes it'll be a series that I've seen, like I said, a bunch of times. Um, and right now it's been uh CSI, but I do really like to listen to true crime stuff like documentaries or different shows, sometimes podcasts, depending. Uh I'll watch a true crime podcast. Usually it's that what's her name? Call Me Chris. She does deep dives on, certain serial killers or whatever. I'll watch, like, listen to that while I diamond paint. Me? Ooh, thank you. It's all right. You can be a butt kiss, Missy. You're my favorite. Flavored coffee, but black, no sugar or cream. Door County coffees are real good. That's my favorite place to go in Wisconsin of all time. Best, literally best cherry pie in the state comes from Bees Homemade in Door County. I have never had a better cherry pie than what I've had at Bees Homemade in Door County. Hands down. Good stuff. Whoop, I missed one. Because of course I did. Always got to miss one, just one drill. I'm getting it right now. I can't leave it sit there. It'll drive me nuts. YouTube or an audiobook. Today I tried music, but wanted to rock out too much. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to do. Have you seen that Ozzy documentary? Well, it's a documentary, but they had, dang it, I missed two more. They had Sharon Osbourne. They interviewed her, and it's called Into the Void. It's on Hulu right now. I just happened to catch it, like, just like the, what do you call it? Like the trailer for it on Hulu yesterday or something. I listen to books on Audible or various YouTubers. I will have to check out that pot. Yes. Just finished. Okay, how did you like Murder in the Building, Liana? Because I think that's the one with Steve Martin and Martin Short, right? Isn't that what it's like, the only murderer in the building or something like that on Hulu? I started to watch it and then I just didn't end up getting into it. It didn't grab me immediately. I'll probably watch it eventually, but it just wasn't I guess I just wasn't in the mood for it. But right now it's been a lot of CSI. Like all the way back from season 1 on. You enjoyed it? Okay. Usually either Terry Pratchett. Oh, Terry Pratchett's good stuff. Audiobook or an actual play podcast. Cool. Okay. Listening to NCIS or Harry Potter. I could do some Harry Potter. That would be all right. Um, what's your favorite diamond painting memory? Hi, Jen. Dawn to Dusk Gems. First few eps of Only Murders are rougher, but once it grabs you, oh, okay. YouTube videos or whatever. Okay, my favorite diamond painting memory. And like things can blend or bleed or whatever, when it comes to diamond paintings, you're kind of just doing the same thing over and over repetitively, right? But I would say my favorite diamond painting memory is actually learning about diamond painting for the first time. I was at inpatient rehab, not like impatient, like I wasn't being patient, inpatient for drugs and alcohol. And and I've told this story a lot of times, but just in case somebody hasn't heard it, maybe Connie hasn't heard it before. Um, there was a woman who was sitting in the community room and she was working on a diamond painting of this rainbow eye. And I remember I was watching her. I asked her if I could just like sit down and watch what she was doing. She actually like invited me to diamond paint with her, which I don't even know if I would be able to do that. Like maybe if it was a, cheap Amazon, whatever sort of situation, I'd probably let somebody work on it with me, but I'd have a real hard time just handing somebody a pen with my DAC, you know what I mean? But she let me sit and work on her diamond painting with her, and I fell in love instantly and knew like this is what I want to do. I had been a cross stitcher. I had done cross stitch projects. But this was like I found the right thing finally. That's my favorite diamond painting memory. Was the first time that I ever diamond painted. Ooh, Golden Girls. Yeah, that's a good one to watch too. Doing my first diamond painting ever. I used a vertical canvas and it was obsessively addicting. Yeah. Oh, Mary Morales. Yeah, I did love Mary Morales too. Loved it very much. And then I think like beyond that, generally, anytime where I'm diamond painting and we're in Discord and just chatting about whatever, just getting together with people and chatting, hanging out, shooting the shit, those are my other favorite memories. Hanging out with you guys and diamond painting and talking. Love that. And I'm not ass kissing. I'm just saying it is honestly one of my favorite things about diamond painting is hanging out with you guys. Unboxing my first diamond painting along with my sister unboxing hers. Ooh, what was the first one that you ever unboxed? With and then what did your sister unbox? I can tell you that unboxing a Diamond Art Club is very different to unboxing like a Make Market or a Diamond Dots or whatever. Like all the things that you used to get, like the washi tape and the little cover minder. I didn't know what a cover minder even was. I was like, what is this thing? So confused. But I remember being like, ooh. Very excited. Hello, Abby. The first unboxing that I did for my channel, like I think the first official unboxing I did for my channel was Grand Canal and Basilica Venice. It was like I'd never done an unboxing video. I had seen unboxing videos, so I like obviously knew the premise, but that was my very first ever unboxing. There's so many things that I do differently now than I did back then. Um, and I wouldn't go back and like take it down or erase it, change it, whatever, because it I was all like ultimately the excitement that I feel when I open a kit for an unboxing video is genuine. I really am grateful. I'm excited. I'm, just excited to tell everybody about what's in it. You know what I mean? Your sister unboxed Joyous Ladies and you unboxed Moon Elf. Oh, I love Moon Elf. Good, good, good kit. Really good kit. I think getting my first DAC Black Friday was a lot of fun also, finding YouTube videos and really learning a few big tips. Yeah, Glory. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Um, so the very first YouTuber that I ever found for diamond painting was Rachel Ray. And I feel like when it comes to diamond painting videos, there's there's obviously a few of those really big names, like the ones with lots of subscribers that you end up seeing most of the time before you see anybody else. I'm always really shocked when somebody says like I'm the first YouTuber they found. That always just blows me away. I didn't even think that was possible with the algorithm or whatever, but um Rachel Ray was the first YouTuber that I saw, and then I loved watching her videos because she she just speaks on things as though she's just really happy to be doing it. And whenever somebody sounds like really rehearsed or really bored or like they say things like along the lines of like, oh well, this diamond painting could actually get me interested in diamond painting again, I'm like, next. No interest. Taking Rowan to bed, she laughed and said the bunnies will be used as your voice used to your voices are. Good night, Rowan, get good sleep. My first time diamond painting, I was working as a nurse with an adolescent that earned time to diamond paint with his behavioral support plan. We had fun figuring it out together. Oh, Stacy, that's nice. That's you. You always sound so genuine. Thank you, Shelby. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. She was yours too. I love her, Peggy. I love Rachel Ray so much. She's just genuine. She's kind. She sounds like engaged. And I don't mean like engaged to be married. I mean like engaged in what she's doing. Um, oh, here we go. What's your favorite thing about live diamond painting streams? It is very soothing voice. Yes, I agree, Stacey. What's your favorite thing about diamond painting live stream? So I don't go on a lot of my own, like on a lot of other people's live streams. Um, so I can't speak on that so much. I can speak on my favorite thing about like my own live streams. And I think the thing that I have the most fun with when it comes to doing like the whole reason I continue to do the live streams is because I think it gives an opportunity for the people who are not like in Discord or whatever, I get to I get to learn more about you guys, and it can feel more like a conversation than just doing an unboxing video where people comment on them. Like, I don't get to know anything about you most of the time. And so during the live streams, I feel like I learn more about you guys, about what you like, what you don't like. Um, I try really hard to remember people's names. Like I know your YouTube handles, and then I try to remember your real names too. Um, I think on other live streams that I've been on, um, I could probably tell you easier what my least favorite things are than what my favorite things are. Honestly, that's kind of why I don't always go on to live streams. It can feel very confusing. Um, Especially if like you're not maybe as familiar with the people that are in the live stream with you. Like it's nice to go into a live stream where you know at least a couple of people, where you can talk to somebody, or if you kind of feel like you know the content creator a little bit. Otherwise it can feel very much like, okay, the person who's doing the live stream is more or less just talking to the people that they like or that they know versus the other people that are there. And I don't know. My favorite thing is the real time live chat. A connection with the community keeps this solitary hobby way. Yes, I agree, Glory. I like lives because you can communicate with others and the host. Yeah, Missy. And I think it makes it a lot easier, like I said, when you know at least one or two people that are in the in the chat. It's just really hard when you go into a live stream or even a new, or like a new YouTuber you might be watching or whatever. If you don't know them or the people that are in the stream, it can feel really isolating almost. I don't know. Maybe that's just me because I'm also very socially awkward. I feel like this live is like Cheers. Everybody knows your name and you're always and always glad you came. Heck yeah. I agree. Now I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head for a hot minute. Everybody knows your name and they're always glad you came. Very good stuff. I also don't I don't I don't know too much about it, but I know that for a while there was very much a, like, you'd go on to somebody's live stream and it was basically just people sitting and dogging on people that weren't there. It's not like that so much anymore, I don't think. I mean, I don't really know. Like I said, I don't go on a lot of live streams, but I think I'd hear more about that if it was happening anymore. But I also am not out there going on a lot of live streams. I don't know. Let's see. What's your favorite feeling that diamond painting gives you? Oh, so many. Um, I think, well, okay, so prior to my diagnosis for autism, I was told that I had generalized anxiety disorder and obsessive compulsive disorder. And so I thought that diamond painting was scratching that itch that like OCD can give you, not realizing that it was scratching a completely different kind of itch, but for the same reasons. The sense of completion, um, I mean, when you're talking like from a sensory standpoint, I love the pops, I love the crunches, I love the um all the sounds that are associated. Although most of the time I'm wearing headphones, so I'm not necessarily listening to the sounds. But when I finish a piece, when I start a piece, I love that. I love the orderliness of it all. Even when I make a mistake, I love being able to fix it right then and there. Whereas with cross stitch, when I made a mistake, it was like I would just throw the whole damn thing away. Like that I can turn my brain off. Yes. Yeah. Serenity of the process. It does take time to feel a part of. I feel seen by about 4 YouTubers. Rachel Ray is on Twitch, and we have a bit of a rapport. Yeah, Rachel Ray's Twitches are good too. She always makes people feel very welcome. Um, yes, the doing of it, like the almost mind numbing, but in like a good way, shutting it all off, focusing on the diamond painting instead of whatever stress I have from that day. I love that. I love just being able to turn it all off and go, okay, this is the color I need to focus on. Having a square, like one square open at a time and finishing that one square at a time. Because I used to, and I don't know how many of you used to do this or still do this, but I used to like open the whole thing and try to finish one color at a time. One, not realizing how frustrating that was going to be by the end of it and how nothing like the plastic wasn't going to stay down, but doing it in smaller sections and focusing on one color at a time and like, yes, got that color done. Next color. All right, next. And then that feeling of like one color left on your square. Love those things because then you get that sense of like, yeah, but then it's always okay, now one more square before I go to bed. I like that I can turn my brain off. Yes, it calms my mind. It gives me a feeling of confidence. Yes. Peace, focus, seeing it come together. Yes. This is a hobby of tenacity and patience. I love the accomplishment a finish gives. Yes. I love all the moving parts. Peace does wash over me as a diamond paint. Yes, good answer, Glory. Look at Glory's going for the bonus points. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I agree with all of that. Um, let's see. What's your favorite diamond painting tool upgrade you've bought? Um, honestly, I feel like, and I've said it before, I will say it again a million times for the people in the back, pens. Honestly, it's pens. Trays are very nice. I love trays. I love having a bigger tray. But like now that Diamond Art Club does their new size, uh these guys, I could get away with just doing these trays for the rest of my life. I cannot live without my pen. I wouldn't be able to work with a stylus. I can't. I cannot do it. So it's pens for me all the way, 100%. Could not do any of this as long as I'm doing it, as often as I'm doing it without my pen. So my pen is my favorite. I do love trays. Putty, putty was also like one, I mean, granted, I could still be doing this with wax. I could be. I wouldn't enjoy it probably as much as I do, but I could still do this with wax. I could not do this without my pen. Not for longer than 30 minutes at a time. The multiplacer also was something that like changed the game, but again, I could still single place. Hands down the pen. Yeah, Glory. Yes. Yeah, Glory's gonna say pens. Liana, pen and tray. Diamond Art Club trays are fine, not fancy, but they get the job. Yeah, heck yeah. I mean, even the old ones, like they were just a harder plastic. They weren't all like floppy, like the green trays, the boat trays or whatever. But I couldn't do it without my pens. I could not. I can still do, the pink putty if or the pink wax if I needed to. I could still use the crappy tray. I don't I don't care about washi tape. I could do it without washi tape. I could do it without a cover minder. You do it without a lot of things. I simply could not do it without my pen. That would be just that was a game changer. The day I discovered pens. And I think my very first pen, I went through like this weird kind of metamorphosis with regard to pens. I found a pen on like at the Joann's craft store, and it was this one that it was like Diamond Dots brand, but it had a light at the end of the pen so that you could better see what you were doing. But it wasn't even the light that was important to me. It was the thickness of the pen, and I was like, oh my god, if I could find a even thicker than this pen, that would do it. And then I found some on Amazon, but they were just like acrylic pens or whatever. And I was like, I wonder. So then I started looking up diamond painting pens and found Etsy. And then I think my very first pen was like, was it Jim's? No, it was a Lassen Lathe Works. That was my very first pen, was a Lassen Lathe Works pen, which is like just your, run of the mill, standard, wonderful little diamond painting pen. And it was all pretty much over from there. It was like, and this is how my life changed. So Lassen Lathe Works was my introduction into the world of pens. Touch my pens, you die. Pens and good tips. Yes. Multi-placer. I almost gave up on this hobby after single placing an entire canvas. Abby, I can't even tell you how many canvases I single placed before I figured out multi-placing. It was not one. It was not zero. It was several many. And I was okay with that. But yeah, multi-placing definitely changed the game. I had that light pen as your first two. Yeah. My tray and metal multi-placers have helped me so much. Yeah, my first set of multi-placers were like that set of metal, like the thick metal ones that you get. I think I'd given them away since I'd gotten them, but they were the thick metal ones that you would lose your drills in because they were just so wide. And somebody was like, you got to try the Diamond Art Club thin metal multi-placer. And I was like, well, what's special about it? Oh, it's special. It's special, and I love it. You have more patience than me. Yes. Um, okay. Well, I know how most of this is going to go, but we'll say it. We'll ask anyways. What's your favorite shape of drill? Round, square, special? If it's not round or square. Um, I'm a square girly. I obviously will work with anything if I like the image. I don't really care so much what shape the drills are, but if like um if I'm being held hostage and I've got to give one answer or the other, it's square. Definitely. Um I hated squares. Initially, I hated squares and wouldn't even work on squares. I had a really, really awful experience with squares, and a cheap, you know, kit that I found on Amazon or something like that. And um, I was strictly rounds for the longest time because all it takes is one really bad square to just make you hate squares. That being said, once I did my first DAC square, which was paint the stars, it changed everything. And now I would rather do squares all day, every day. Hi, Marianne. Square is your preference, but you do enjoy working on both. Either one slightly round leaning. Okay. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, I'll do either. It doesn't really make so much a difference, but if like I said, I'm being held hostage and I have to pick one or the other, I'm gonna go with squares. All right, let's see. Yeah. Um, okay, we already know the answer, but I'll give a multi answer just because, I mean, duh. What's your favorite artist you've discovered through diamond painting? Um, duh. It's Margaret Morales. Although peripherally, I had awareness of Margaret before diamond painting. Um, so, you know, it wasn't through diamond painting that I discovered Margaret Morales. Uh, one artist that I did discover only through diamond painting, Color Out of Place, I wouldn't have known about without diamond painting. Um, Camilla de Erico is another I would not have known about were it not for diamond painting. And there's so many artists out there that just, man, they deserve all the contracts. You know what I mean? It's like, how has no one ever put you in all the things yet? I don't know. There's too many artists out there that don't get enough good recognition. And I'm so glad that diamond painting brings us so many really awesome artists. Margaret Morales and Chrisabug. Yes, Chrisabug. I knew about Morales way before diamond art. So Cherry Yuki. Ooh, Cherry Yuki. Anus Guerrero. Sorry. It's not anus. It's Ennis or Enos. Enos? Ennis? But it's not anus, I promise. Um, Ennis Guerrero's really good stuff too. I'm not a like I I don't want to do that in diamond painting. I have an Ennis that I'm working on, but generally I don't want to work on that for a diamond painting, but I do love and appreciate her art for what it's saying. And so I can appreciate it for that. I have no favorite artists, many I like, but no favorites. Color Out of Place, Health Choreo, Christopher Lovell, yeah. Curtis Reykjavik, yeah. Yume, yeah. Ivy, yeah. Mrs. Butter D. It's how I discovered diamond painting from a friend. Ooh. Margaret Morales and Ivy Dollamore. Jamushka is up there too. Ooh, yeah, Jamushka. Margaret Morales for sure. Yeah. And then like, there's Leoba, there's Wallflower's favorite, Tarsila Nevis. I wouldn't know about if it weren't for diamond painting. Medusa Dollmaker. Wouldn't have even known about Medusa Dollmaker beforehand. I feel like I had seen her artwork prior to diamond painting, but I couldn't probably tell you in what capacity. Maybe it was cross stitch. I don't know. Not certain. Probably if I had to pick Morales or Jamaica Murphy. Yeah, some more Jamushka. No faves, but did do a lot of Randall Spangler. Okay. I also came back from my shower to another butt joke. That's how I roll, Sujin. All day and all night. Pemmicky Deborah. Ooh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Yes, indeedy. So many good artists and so many more. Oh, Amelia Leonard is another one. I really, really, really hope that she comes back to the diamond painting world at some point. I know she tragically lost her husband to brain cancer um, some months ago, but I really do hope that she finds her way back into the diamond painting world at some point because Amelia Leonard is just disgustingly talented. Medusa doll maker licensed with Gecko Rouge cross stitch patterns before she left. Started selling the patterns herself, but they're fully computer generated, which is a shame. Oh, maybe it wasn't. And maybe it wasn't cross stitch. I'm not certain. I just feel like I mean, obviously she has some like uh Muka-esque vibe to her stuff, so it could have just been me going, "Oh, it's Muka," but not. I don't know. I don't know. Um, okay, let's see. What's your favorite diamond painting event you've joined? And you don't have to kiss ass. It's okay if it's not Mary Morales. I actually I haven't done any events yet. I've started one or two, but I am really bad with trying to remember to do things if I'm not like legitimately, I don't have something in front of me that tells me to go do whatever that thing is more like regularly. So I'm really bad about doing the things that events require, but running events, I can do that. Um, so I don't have any particular favorite events that I've been a part of. I love the ideas of a lot of the events that I've seen. Yeah, Liana says, duh. Yours thus far, although I really enjoyed Mermaids and Magic. Oh, okay, Togo. I don't know what in the heck she was just talking about. Birdie, bird, bird, bird. Um, yeah, I don't, like I said, I'm really horrible at remembering to do things. I had started something for like Jaded Jamboree, and then I kind of just like gave up on that. And I've kind of sort of started a couple of events, not my own, I mean like someone else's. I started doing their event and then never really did anything with it. Mary Morales, woo, the timing and the weekly live stream. Ooh, thank you. Honestly, Mary Morales and Gods and Goddesses have been the best events I've been in, hands down. Thank you. I appreciate that. I did one a while ago and decided I don't like them. It was fun, but kind of felt like a chore, yeah, and that's the thing. Um, that's the other thing too, is I like to work on whatever diamond painting I feel like working on. And yes, I put things in the Discord, like DP alongs or whatever, that if somebody was like, oh, I want to open it, like right now, we're doing a Mrs. Butter May, which is like you May or Mrs. Butter D. And it's not an event, like there's no strings, you don't have to do anything. It's just gives you an idea of something in your stash to open up next and work on if you feel like it. So I'll throw in some ideas for DP alongs in the Discord, but I just really want to work on what I feel like working on when I want to work on it. And so I know that right around my birthday, which is in December on the 2nd, that I'm going to want to probably work on a Morales for my birthday as a gift to myself. Um, and so I thought, okay, that'll work out fine. Let me do an event for Margaret. Perfect. And then in the summertime, but doing more than two events, even hosting more than two events, like big events like that per year. Well, no, I couldn't. I just really couldn't. That sounds like way too much work. Gods and Goddesses was the biggest and best for me. Oh, thank you, Marianne. I joined my first event ever, Drills and Chills, mainly because everyone was so excited for it. But I don't think I'll finish my canvas by Halloween. It's so large. Oh, I'm sorry, Missy. Gods and Goddesses. I think I started Mary Morales a little late last year, so Gods and Goddesses was more fun because I know everyone better now. Yay, Abby. I've only joined Drills and Chills and Mermaids and Magic and your Gods and Goddesses. Yours is by far more fun. Your trivia and other talking points helped it not get stale. Thank you, Glory. I like events to help me pick from my stash, or else I would just work on my latest kits. Yes, I did, Glory. I did get the latest Morales. I mean, she's not here yet, but yes, I did. Um, you know, like the reason that I haven't joined into drills and chills, like as an event specifically, one, I don't really do I don't have any like I have a couple of canvases I think would work because they have witches or whatever in them, and that's probably about it. But there's so many people in the community who do like the Bella Spooky DP along or drills and chills or what have you that I mean, there's no way I'm winning a prize. So I'm obviously just doing it for the love of doing a canvas with everybody else in the community. Otherwise, like, meh. That's it, meh. I like the smaller event. Like, if I was going to do an event, I think I would probably pick a really small event so that I had more of a likelihood of winning something if I was going to try and win stuff, you know? Gods and Goddesses event was my first ever. I had a wonderful time. Oh, I'm so glad. Wish I would have joined Gods and Goddesses. Well, there will be next year because, as it sounds, most people really enjoyed Gods and Goddesses. So I won't change it up. Like, because the year before, last year, I should say, last year, I did Wings and Anythings, which was like literally anything winged. Or if you didn't have anything winged, it could literally be anything, which was fine. But I think I liked the gods and goddess theme more, and it seemed like everybody else did as well. And really, you could use just about anything to represent a god or a goddess. Like if it was a wolf and you were like, this is going to represent Odin, I would have accepted it as a diamond painting. So it wasn't so stringent on rules or anything like that. It was just meant to be like, let's have a good time, you know? Okay, let's see. Really enjoyed your events, Naomi, because of how well you organize them. It makes Oh, well, thank you. I do try really, really hard to make sure that one, that the point of it is for not just for me to have fun, but for you guys to have fun. And then two, to stay on my crap because nothing is worse than having an event host who like legitimately doesn't know what in the heck they're doing because it I can't handle chaos and disorganization. Like it drives me crazy. Like especially crazy. Like, let me help you with that. And I don't want to help anybody. Plus story time with Naomi for Gods and Goddesses. Thank you. I did enjoy telling you guys stories. Um, let's see. What is your favorite sectioning method? Release papers, washi tape, plastic, something else. Um, so I absolutely hated the idea of perforated plastic sections from Diamond Art Club when they announced that they were going to do that. I was so like about it. And honestly, I hate when I have to start a canvas that does not have like, you know, from another company or even older Diamond Art Clubs that don't have the perforated plastic. Like it makes me grumpy. So I have to say, like the pre perforated sectioned stuff from Diamond Art Club is like so good. Um, but when I'm not working with the pre perforated plastic, um, I do use release papers. They're just plain like legit. They're just plain white release papers most of the time. Like I have this longest one, I have a 4x4, and then I have this like 4x3 for smaller, like really confetti heavy canvases. Um, The vibes for Gods and Goddesses and Mary Morales are just awesome. Thank you. Naomi helps all. I try. Remember to smack or gently tap that like button. Thank you, Abby, for reminding people to slap around the like button. Plastic forever. Ooh, okay. Hot take. I do. So when I am working with release papers, okay, I will do like a row of release papers. Like if this is the row that I'm working on, this next one would have release papers, this one would have release papers, this one would have release papers, and so on. And then I would also have a row going above it so that as I'm working on it, there's something to section off like the entire square that I'm going to work on next. And then I cut the plastic like here and whatever. And then, you know, like just cut it off completely. And then I'm only working in this square. And then I cut the plastic as I go. There are some people who will not cut their plastic at all, like they just keep it and lay it down on the whole thing when they're finished, and I can't stand it. It gets in my way. Release papers all the way. I can trim to the exact size I need. And there's that too, you know, like I like to have different sized release papers because then if I need to trim it, I trim it. And I use the cheapy ones so I don't feel bad trimming them. But like people who like legitimately just kind of peel back the plastic and start working and then lay it back, I can't do it. I can't. So slight judgments on whoever you are. I used to do that. I did. I used to do that. I didn't bother with washi because I did for a little while after being taught how. I did washi tape my sections and all that before Dak started doing the perforated stuff themselves. But then as soon as I understood that I didn't need to do that, like washi taping the stuff and then cutting it and whatever, like I just used release papers. My plastic with a seam ripper. That works too. Washi tape was my go-to since Dak did sections. I don't bother. I had to washi the art dot canvas. I don't use release papers, just don't find them necessary, but they have such cute stuff. They do have really cute stuff. You can get Morales ones too from Crashly's, I think. Oh, here we go. What's your favorite multi-placer size? Okay, my go-to multi-placer size is an 8. It's the only one I buy anymore. It's the perfect size for me. I don't need anything other than an 8 because it can be less if I need it to be less. It can be one more because it'll pick up 9 squares. If I need it to be just a little bit bigger, I can't go larger than that because I will turn it into a bent up IUD basically when I'm done with it. So I stick with an 8 because then I'm not bending it and it picks up just the right amount. People that work with 15s, like, I don't know how you do it. I really don't. 6, a 12. That's what I do. I just cut it up, cut it and shove the flap up with a cover minder. Okay, fair enough. I may never forget the words shove the flap up, but you know. Oh my God. You shove your flap up. 12, 8 placer. I mix it up. 7, I can pick up 8 in squares. 7 and 7. Nice. Yes, I know 7 will pick up 8. 8 will pick up 9 and so on. Yeah, I like my 8. I think it's because it's also a even number. I don't like odd numbers. Really don't like odd numbers. And I can pick up, you know, 1 on one end, 1 on the other, or I can pick up 3 in a row, but then single place it. So like 1, 2, 3. Okay, that one's a bad drill. So but I can multi-place, single place. Like I pick up 3 drills, but I lay drills in separate spots. Love that. Yeah, the 8's just a perfect size for me. All of them from 2 to 16, depending on my multiplacers, metal or curved 3D. Oh, Glory, please remind me I need to get a link from you on the curved 3D printed ones. I'd love to get a link from you. I also wanted to see if that person would be willing to sponsor for Mary Morales. So I want to reach out for that too. I love the concept. Love, love, love the concept. And I want to try them out too. Okay, let's see. What's your favorite symbol? What is your favorite symbol like on the canvas? Okay. Let me see. Is my favorite symbol in this one? I gotta look at it because I do like a lot of different symbols. I look at them less often than I look at just the colors. But oh, I like this one. Bacon. This one is bacon. Strips of bacon. I like this one. Rabbit ears. Like either antenna or literal rabbit. I like this one because it's an eye. And a row of those looks like just eyes looking to one side or the other. You like bacon too, Liana? Heck yeah. Let's see. Where's the other one? I like this one. This one is a flower. It's a very fancy flower. Or a sunset, maybe, or a sunrise. Oh, this one is a BlackBerry, like a BlackBerry telephone. This one is a sideways 12. I like that symbol also. I don't like any arrows. I hate arrows, in fact, because it really throws me off. Oh, this one. You know, like when you're pinning a location in a map, this is the map pin. I like that one. Oh, I like the anchor, the good old anchor. Yep. Or it's also like close your crack. Don't ask me to explain. I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't give the symbols names. The one exception is the S-derm one. S-derm one. I don't know what that is. S-derm. You'll have to send me a picture of it in Discord. I don't know how to link, but it's Dynamite Diamond Shop from Etsy. Okay. Dynamite Diamond. Abby, will you remind me of that later so I can write it down? Rabbit ears for you as alien. Oh, okay. Like, oh. Oh, okay. I think I see what you're saying. I mean, and then there's like the classic star. Who doesn't love a classic star? Replace D with P. Oh, the sperm one. Oh, the sperm one. Yes, the sperm one. It's actually like a Leo symbol, but it looks like a sperm. That's a good one too. Yep, that's a good one. It's not in here. I don't have it in this one. Need one of you creators to contact DAC and see if you can get official names of symbols just out of curiosity. What are they called? Yes. Read the list. Thank you. Okay. What's your favorite place in your home to diamond paint? Okay. So I diamond paint at my like little craft area, which I have set up downstairs. Eventually my craft space will be moving up to my own craft room, which I'm like really excited about. But at the same time, I like being down here because I'm always able to talk to my family. Like, I don't, like, they know where I am, I know where they are. I don't have to, like open a door and yell down some stairs or whatever. Like, I'm just always in the thick of it if I need to be in the thick of it. And I'm kind of sort of with them without necessarily um being with them, if that makes sense. Like they can be watching TV and I could be diamond painting, but I'm here if they need me. I'm around people rather than like squirreling myself away up in my craft room. Uh but I think I will also enjoy having my own space and you know quiet and whatever that I could potentially, instead of wearing headphones, I could just put music on and not bother anybody, or a show on and not bother anybody. But I do enjoy being down here by my family on my couch in my living room. Ooh, my craft room. Noise. You got a nice craft room, Sujin. Wherever is the most convenient at the time for me specifically. Fair enough. Ooh, a link to the placers. Yeah, send me that. Send me that too. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I do like to be around my family. I think they're all right people for the most part when they're not annoying. Um, I'm sure sometimes my family wishes that I was upstairs in the craft room and not down here being all loud on Discord or my lives or whatever. Because kind of sort of when I do my lives, that's when everybody, that's downstairs with me kind of sort of has to shut up. I mean, not totally shut up. Dustin doesn't, but probably annoys them to some extent. That I ask them, to stop doing things or whatever. I just need my daughter to get over here and get her stuff out of the room so I can switch it over, but I'll do that and worry about that once she's like officially at the place she's going to stay. Um Pretty sure she's staying where she's been and they're taking over the lease, but I'm going to wait and make sure because I've told her forever and always that she will always have a place if she needs one. So, just waiting on her. My dining room is my studio. I can really spread out and see the TV in the living room there. That's nice. My craft space is in the living room by the window that holds the air cooler. Ooh, have an event table that is a large square and is tall. I have my earphones on when hubby is home. He's asleep now. Oh, hello. He's back from the Manister. Done hanging in the Manister for a little bit, huh? Out in the desert. The desert Manister. But I do. I like to be around the family, so there's that. It is a little bit nuts that I could be in my own craft room and get it all decorated and whatnot, and I haven't done it yet. But like I said, I got to make sure my kid doesn't need a home first, and then I'll worry about turning it into a craft space. How cruel will that be to come home one day and it's no longer her bedroom, it's my craft area? Sometimes in the craft room, but there is not TV there. Sometimes I'm at the dining room table, and now I set up in the basement with rabbits. Oh, nice. Okay, let's see. What's your favorite kind of storage for your drills? I have a lot of different types of storage that I enjoy or that I use. Um, I think my probably the one that I find the most probably useful is the Elizabeth Ward or Elizabeth Ward knockoffs or whatever, or the Art Dot. And that's just mostly because of the ease of access and being able to see everything. I used to just use the baggies that things came in, and then uh I would just tape the baggies back up or whatever. That was horrible. I don't like working out of baggies either because I find it really hard to find what I'm looking for. But having something where I can see the color, especially right there in front of me, is so useful. Same with the Craftmates containers, like the ones that are in the binders, like these things right here, and you open them up, and then it's like you can see all the colors right there in front of you. Because remember, when I'm looking for my next drill to lay down, I'm looking for the color. I'm not necessarily looking for the symbol first. So anything where I can make out the color of the drill without having to do too much work is always very handy for me. Very useful. So yeah, EW or the Art Dot, very handy stuff. Art Dots bottles, they're all I have. Will kit and baggies for mini. Yeah, for minis I'll do baggies, but Elizabeth Ward, looking forward to his next trip first of the month. Nice. Art Dot or DAC. For storage, you use DAC storage, Liana? Knock off EW, excuse me, and tray bricks. Ooh, bottles. I like to use small baggies, like little sturdy Ziploc bead bags. Nori, I should have you send me a link because the baggies that I got, I mean, they work, but they're not what I would call like sturdy. I thought I got like the 3 or 4 mil bags. I'm certain they're not 4 mil. They might be 2 mil or 3 mil if I'm lucky. They were they were expensive too. I mean, just per baggie or whatever, it was a lot. Their trays look like knockoff EW. Yeah. Yeah. Um, let's see. What's your favorite theme? Fantasy, floral, animals, abstracts, landscapes, etc. Um, okay, so I like portraits, right? I feel like portraits are probably my favorite. I do like a portrait that has a scene happening behind it. So like a good example of that would be some of the Rita Conias or the Ivy Dolomores. It's more than just like Margaret definitely does portraits. Like that's pretty much what you're getting. You're not getting much more than a lady or person doing something in a tight squeezed in space where it's just them. Whereas like Ivy Dolomore's, there tend to be backgrounds like Cauldron of Myrrh or Fisher Gal or um Rita Conia with like Galaxy Potion. I mean, there's not much happening in Galaxy Potion. I guess that's a bad example. The Cozy Christmas or whatever. I do really enjoy when there's more of a scene happening. Sujan, yeah, Pretty Women. I really like Pretty Women. 4 mil for the one that Tima. Yeah, but the ones that Tima use, like she's got a link to them. They're so fracking expensive. Whatever jazzes me. Yes, Liana. That too. Fantasy myth. I do like things to have a fantasy element or an abstract or a surreal element to them too. Would you say you prefer realistic portraits or fantasy ladies? Definitely fantasy ladies. I yes, I love there to be, at least a little bit of element, but it doesn't even have to have an element of the real. I like a lady who's got fish floating around her in midair. You know what I mean? I like a lady who is also wearing a dress of um, nebula cloud, or I like just anything fantastical is definitely more my speed. Though I would do a completely realistic portrait too. Um, but I think that fantasy over like realism is more my cup of tea for sure. And I can't believe how that came out. Most of my stash are fantasy girlies. Yeah, 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 me too. Yes, if the lady, oh, that's what you meant. If the lady makes us drool, we should paint them. Yes, agree. Shannon likes landscapes, and I do like some landscapes, but I'm one of those people that it really has to speak to me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The Kincaids. Uh, who is Pinson? They just look kind of like Pinsons to me. I would have like you could have told me that was Chuck Pinson and I wouldn't have argued with you because I don't necessarily know better. Um, but I also don't tend to get a lot of landscapes. So animals too. I don't get a lot of animals. Fantasy portrait animals, not a landscape or buildings. Pretty much all mine of women in the have women in them. Portraits or scenes with them. Animals. So what kind of animals? Are you talking like really realistic animals, like animals in a jungle? Or are you talking like you would do a Pegasus or a dragon, or what kind of animals do you like, realistic animals or fantasy animals? That's would be the question I was getting driving at there. So I think if I'm going to do animals, generally it's going to be some sort of fantasy animal too. Like I enjoy a unicorn as almost as much as, now I don't have a lot of them, but I do really enjoy unicorns. I really enjoy um dragons. I really enjoy like chimera. I really wanted a copy of um oh, and now I can't think of the name of it. Starts with a P. Dang it. Well, whatever. I like really fantasy animals if I'm gonna do animals at all. Definitely not those manimals that are posed in braziers. Yes, no furry art for me. Just not my thing. The Kincaid ones just look like any other landscape to me. Yeah, I agree, Abby. Cabin one with the mountain is totally Abraham Hunter. That's what I said. Mary Ann, they're coming out with some Kincaids, I believe this weekend or Wednesday. Is it tomorrow? Are they releasing those tomorrow? Or is that going to be a Saturday release? I didn't even check. But they have Thomas Kincaid will be coming out at Diamond Art Club. More fantasy animals. I've got a couple cute foxes that are realistic. My feathered hedge witch is a crow. Nice. Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix. You have a few dragons and a couple cats, two of which are in the Van Gogh Starry Night set. Nice. Oh, it's tomorrow. Yeah, Kincaid. They're dropping Kincaids at Diamond Art Club tomorrow. So if you do want to get a Kincaid, now is a good opportunity. You got some spare monies, then there you go. I have a question. Kincaid Studio is a group of artists in the style of, but not necessarily a true Kincaid. Oh, I don't know. I thought it was actually Thomas Kincaid that they were putting out his actual work, but you could be right. I don't know. That is a not for me question because I don't know enough about the whole situation. Well, Marianne, what you could do is you could always keep an eye out in Facebook DStash because I'm willing to bet that in the future, because that's how I ended up with a lot of my diamond paintings was I got them in lots or I got them for cheaper than what you'd pay at Diamond Art Club's prices. But keep an eye on that. He's also dead now. Huh. Unfortunately, I also don't think a lot of people realize some of the art isn't even by Kincaid. It's by, oh, okay. So it's not at, I thought Diamond Art Club was actually like getting Thomas Kincaid specifically. I don't know though. I'm totally in the dark on that. Completely in the dark. So it's like any other painting master who has a studio. They teach people how to do their like their style of art, etc., etc. I got you. Yes, Abby, I agree. You imagine her saying that deadpan. Me too. Is that in the D stash Facebook? There probably won't be any Kincaids in the D stash group for a while, but no harm in joining the D stash groups on Facebook and just keeping an eye out for things as they show up. I used to use Mercari, but that was before everybody knew about Mercari. And they had all these added freaking fees on there. Mercari is just about as expensive as buying from a freaking company themselves. It's no longer like garage sale prices, like consignment shop prices. Dang it. Share one in Discord that is actually specified as new on their Instagram. Oh, like new Thomas Kincaid or new follower of Thomas Kincaid. Um, let's see. Next question. Um, what's your favorite big kit you've ever worked on? And big is obviously subjective. Some people, big is like anything over 50 by 50. Big for me is much larger than 50 by 50, but um, I would say that I've ever worked on or ever finished. Because let's see, favorite big kit you've ever worked on. I really was enjoying working on my Joe wall, like incredibly enjoyable. I just now I'm having issues with space and whatnot that I'm not able to work on it. Otherwise, I would. Um, other than that, uh, Josephine wall, which is called Peacock Days. I'll show you a picture. The lotus flower. Ooh. I only like Mercari for super rare kits, but yeah, the fees are bad. Yeah, they're awful. The fees are terrible. Um, I mean, I like all of the big kits I've ever worked on, to be honest with you. Love them. But I really, really did enjoy working on the Joe wall while I was working on it. It's 200 colors. It's like a 90 by 70. Yeah, 70 by 90. This is Peacock Days by Josephine Wall. Very beautiful. And once I finally get around to finishing it, I think it's going to be gorgeous. But I really loved Grand Canal and Basilica Venice. That's the one I showed you guys earlier. I really enjoyed that one. I really enjoyed Try to Follow, which was also larger. 65 by 87. So it's not huge, huge, but I love that one. Surreal Blues was a joy. I did not like The Librarian. That one was a little bit of a bigger one, but not as enjoyable. Evening Melodies was also lovely. This one was a 93 by 70 for my in-laws. I liked that one a lot. Surreal Blues is 70 by 105. I loved that one. Even though it was a lot of blue, but it was a lot of confetti too. It was a lot of fun. And I'm enjoying sometimes like this one, which is 69.9 by 104.8. I'm really enjoying this one too. I guess my favorite big kit finish might be Final Mercy by Finira at 90 by 90. Ooh. Which diamond paintings have you detested? I don't have a picture of it. I don't have a picture of it. And that's not necessarily an easier question, but it is an easier question. I absolutely hated yeah, there was way too much color blocking in The Librarian. That one was not fun. Spirit by Curtis Reikovich from Dreamer Designs was a like you could park a bus in the gapping. It was awful. And I never, ever, ever, ever want to work on a first gen Dreamer Designs ever again in my life. Like, I would rather set the canvas on fire. Have not enjoyed working on Azalea, but that is more of a just way too much confetti of only 3 different colors than it is really any, and it's just blue. It's just all blue. I've actually had quite a few canvases that I decided to either throw away or whatever, but Spirit from Dreamer Designs, that's one that I kept pushing through and pushing through and pushing through, and I hated it so bad. Final Mercy. I think my favorite big kit to work on was probably Magical Potions. Ooh, that's a good one. Flower Delivery. I'm not a fan of how big I'm like that. Ooh, Night Portal. Did you finish that one? Marianne says Rainbow Reflections. Oh, the Lotus Flower. Ooh. You did also finish that one. Nice. Let's see. What's your favorite memory tied to a specific kit? My favorite largest one. Oh, Remembrance of a Lost Legend. Oh my God, that one is gorgeous. I wish I owned that one. It's so good. A favorite memory tied to a kit. Favorite memory tied to us. Well, okay. I mean, obviously the easy answer is a few easy answers. Try to Follow was because I worked on that one for hitting 1,000 subscribers on my channel. That was like the biggest deal to me, is still a huge deal. I looked at my subscribers, I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago, and I had hit 3,500 at some point, and I was just like mind blown. The fact that even 100 of you want to listen to what I have to say blows my mind at all. Um, Working on and finishing Ajisai and Chroma for my 24-hour lives was really, really a big deal for me because I do those 24-hour lives to bring awareness to mental health. And so the fact that I have that memory tied into those finishes is really cool. And then I'm trying to think of any. Voyager was the very first event that, like, big event that I ever ran, was Wings and Anythings, and the kit that I did for Wings and Anything, my very first ever event, was Voyager by Bear Brick Gia. Night Portal is currently hanging on my wall. Take a picture, I want to see it. But yeah, I think those are the ones that I have the best memories tied to them. What about you guys? What do you got? Really, really loved working on those though. And then of course, working on Mizuchira and Down the Rabbit Hole for Mary Morales. Those are pretty awesome too. Working on geez, all the kits that I worked on for Gods and Goddesses. Really loved working on Goddess of Healing Waters for Gods and Goddesses and Athena. But the one that sticks out like the most in my brain is probably Try to Follow for hitting 1,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd hit 1,000 subscribers on my channel. Never, not ever. Thought it would take the better part of like 2 years to ever even get that far. Written in the Stars. Oh, jelly. They had a close friend a Phoenix canvas, and she cried when she opened it because oh. I love Jamaica Murphy's Mermaid and Star Spirit were a lot of fun. Dark Lilith gave me a bunch of sass for some reason. I mean, you would kind of expect it from Dark Lilith, though, wouldn't you? You feel like that's kind of in her wheelhouse, giving you sass. I feel like that's definitely part of the game for her. It's like, yes, human, let me show you real human suffering. And you shall know it was me. The amazement on my daughter's face every time she sees one finished and then goes, Mom, can I hang this? Can this go in my room? Oh, Abby, I can't pick. That's fair. Okay, let's see. Oh, what's your favorite drill spill recovery strategy? Your favorite drill spill recovery strategy. Try saying that 10 times fast. Okay, so I have a couple of different methods. But one method that I found that works fairly well is I use these like jelly things that you can, like, they're very sticky. Or you can get like a lint roll, a cat lint roller that has this material on it because you can rinse it or whatever. And I use it and I pick them up off of the floor or whatever, but it's so that I can get just the drill back into the tray, not the pet hair. Because if I used a vacuum or if I used a regular just piece of tape or whatever, or if I just pick them up, I'm gonna get hair, dog hair, cat hair, in with the rest of the drills, and that will drive me bananas. So I use those and then I pick the drills off of it and then put them in the tray. Oh, no. Well, that all went in my lap mostly, so not on the floor. Son of a bitch. Let me talk about spilling drills and then immediately spill the drills in my hand. How about that, y'all? Yeah. Oh, and they're my fairy dust too. Um, right now I have them like legitimately pinched between my two legs because that's how I caught them. I'll get the rest later. But for now, we're gonna just work with what I'm doing here. Um, but yeah, usually I try not to get the massive amount of dog hair into them because that is always what seems to happen is just all the freaking dog hair in the world ends up in the drills, you know? Right now, I'm being real careful because I'm going to try and get them directly from in between my legs and into the tray, at least the lion's share of them. Gosh. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Shelby. I'm putting the tray underneath my lap and I'm opening. Yep. That's the goal. And I'm going very slowly. Hope Beans doesn't show up in the next minute or two and end up knocking into me like he likes to do. Nail me, jerk. Idiot. Ugh. Well, let me show you, like legitimately. No, I'm showing you my favorite way. I'll get the rest of the ones on the floor after the live. Um, but I could probably spill drills. I would say at least once per canvas. I would say that is a healthy assumption of how many times I do spill my drills. I would say one good time every canvas. It's always a shock to me when I don't spill my drills once a canvas. So this was really no surprise to me. It was honestly bound to happen sooner rather than later. But I would say I recovered quite a few of what I dropped. That's a good amount of what I dropped. There's maybe I would say oh probably like 15 or 20 on the floor. That's not that bad. Anyways, I'm often on carpet, so I take a large tray and use the edge to scrape the drills from the floor into the tray. Oh my god, I would have so much dog hair in my trays when if I did that. Oh, it would be horrible. It would be really awful. Um, I'll get the rest of it just because otherwise you're just gonna be listening to me and a blank screen, nothing. Um, because with a Great Pyrenees, oh my gosh, the amount of hair is beyond ridiculous. Like it's never ending, never ending. There, I got a few more. Boom. All right, I'll get the rest later. Here we go. Winning. My spills happen mostly when I drop the pen. That too. Nothing like show and tell. Thank you, Liana. Yes, that's what I was going for, really. I was going for the good old show and tell. Jeez. I'm such a dingus. Okay. This color, this color. Okay. Boom. All right. Next question. What's your nope, nope. Nah, no. What is your favorite what's your favorite project to take on vacation or travel? Oh, favorite project to take on vacation or travel. I love to take paint gems with me when I travel. Doesn't really matter which ones, just any of them. They travel so nicely. I've even worked on them in the car while the car was moving. Um, love those. Absolutely love paint gems. Um, I feel like I wouldn't I could probably get away with bringing something larger along for, like the hotel or whatever, but I don't want to worry about how much space I have to work with. So definitely paint gems. Although Diamond Design Company also is another minis company that I like. So I'd probably bring those along if I have some of those to take. Mini Dazzles. And see, Abby, I only own one Mini Dazzle, and the only reason I purchased it was to steal the special drills out of it. Like, legitimately, that's the only reason I bought it, was to steal the specials. I was like, oh, well, this will get me to free shipping, and I want to steal all the special drills out of it. Because, they don't offer all of their special drills as like a purchase that you can make. Just buy all the special drills that they sell. Sure, they've got their little sets or whatever, but that's just not doing it for me. So I steal from the mini dazzles, and the value is really good on those. I do have to say, like, that's a nice thing. The value is good. Nothing. I prefer to just brain rot on my phone if I'm traveling. Fair. Dazzlers or coasters. Something like 13 by 13 or smaller with not a ton of colors. Yeah, because, like, being able to work with all those colors can be a pain in the booty. Like, I wouldn't want to take something that has 120 colors in it with me somewhere to, like, that'd be a bit much. That would be a bit much. Dustin just got home with beans. Look at me getting all those picked up. Well, most of those picked up before he got here. That was serendipitous, I tell you. I miss when they used to individually seal the diamonds for each separate mini dazzle. I got so many fairy dust drills that way. Yeah, because you had so many extras, and now they don't do that. Swap in regular drills on the DAC mini, so lots of extra. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Sujin. That's what I'm saying. Um, let's see. What's your favorite way? This will be the last question. What's your favorite way? Hi, this and that creations by Val. What's your favorite way to store your stash or organize your stash? Um, so my stash is currently in the closet behind me, and it's the only thing that's in that closet, and I have them stacked. It is not ideal, only because the old boxes are like legitimately just weak and not great. The new boxes that have like the drawer that you pull out sort of system in it from Diamond Art Club is better for keeping the boxes strong. But yeah, for right now, my stash is organized, stacked on top of each other. And then I don't have it organized by like anything specific just yet. Once I move things upstairs, I will better organize it into the way that I want it to be. But for right now, it's just Diamond Art Club is on one side and then my small shops are on the other. And the stacks are, you know, not completely lopsided. Like it's not all Diamond Art Club or all small shops. It's kind of a nice mix of both, I feel like. But yeah, that's how I have my stash organized. Shoved in the closet. Can't see it, can't judge me. Craft closet. My stash is in boxes in the tiny front hall closet organized in rows. Okay. Metal shelves and paint gem with sticker sheets and a binder. Okay. All the other hoards can distract. My stash lives in a little corner space behind my cat tree and a bookshelf. Bless you. They're standing up and are stacked on top of each other. Okay. Mine are shoved wherever I find space. They're laying flat on a shelf by size, and my drills are in a cabinet by number. Well, that's handy. At least for smaller things. I don't think that would work very well necessarily for Diamond Art Club. I used to try to store my Diamond Art Club canvases separate from the drills. Like I had this whole idea that I was just going to have them all unboxed and get rid of the boxes and make more, bless you again, make more space. But one, I realized that that would mess up having unboxing videos, and then trying to destash things without boxes in the future would be an ass pain. So I stopped doing that for DAC stuff, but for smaller things, not a big deal. Not so much big. The stash is on the floor next to my craft table, larger on the bottom. I only have about 20. What's up, Tigger? I in the closet, stacked by size and order I plan to work on them. Well, that's handy, unless your order plan, like your order plans change, and then you'll be a pain in the butt trying to get something off the bottom. Because I'll tell you, when I'm trying to get things off the bottom of that stack, woo, not enjoyable, not the most fun I've had in my life. But well, guys, I think I'm going to be wrapping it up, and I'm going to be heading over to Discord if you guys want to come and hang out with me, chill for a little while, chit chat, all the good things. I'll be getting up to go for a walk here pretty quick. And otherwise, I will be back on Saturday nights, and you can hang out with me on a live on Saturday. I'd love it. And then keep an eye on the channel. There's lots and lots of new videos that are going to be popping up. If you are a member of the channel, you're getting about a month's worth of access to like 10 videos already. So if you're a member, you got some good values right now and coming up. But I've also got a whip and chat coming out tomorrow. You should definitely check that out. Otherwise, if you're more of a live stream, hang out with me kind of person, then please do that on Saturday. And I look forward to hanging out with you. Otherwise, guys, that's all I got for you. I hope that you guys have a wonderful evening as ever. I hope that wherever you are in this great, big, wide, wonderful world of ours, that you are having a beautiful morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. All right, guys, I'll see you later in the Discord. Oh, to the Discord. Let me throw things. To the Discord.